It's time to do maintenance on your zero turn. I'm gonna show you how to change out your blades super quick. Be sure you watch this one, you're not gonna wanna miss it. First, make sure you buy yourself a brand new set of blades. Or if you wanna go cheap, just sharpen them up.
Next, you're gonna wanna hook up your excavator with a good set of chains.
Next, you wanna go lift it straight up. That wasn't too bad, was it? Now you have direct access right to the blades. Now you go ahead and you take them off. A lot of people are like, well, why don't you just sharpen the blades? I did already sharpen the blades on them once. As you can see, that's when it was about time to buy them. Now, sharpening blades will buy you some time on the cutter, but two things end up happening when you sharpen the blades. You start to lose steel on it, okay? And what happens is the spindles start to wear out because it starts to wobble, because now each side is weighing just a little bit more than the other. So it starts to cause a little bit of vibration, wearing on your bearings, and just giving that weird noise that you don't know what it is. Next thing is that when they harden this metal too as well, it really hardens the outside of it, and sometimes when you get cheap blades, it'll start to dull out a lot quicker. So sharpen them with the grinder. I know a lot of people do that. There is nothing wrong with that. I'm just kind of telling you why I like to get a new fresh set of blades on them every so often. But these go to the trash here. We're gonna weld something later with them. Maybe make me a grill or some steak skewers, make a fork out of them, make some canoe paddles. Anytime you take it out, make sure you take a look at the spindles and make sure there's no wires around it. I mean, I got wires all over this thing right here. Clean it up. Now, whenever you're hoisting anything like this for safety purposes, even though I'm not pretty safe on this thing, try not to be sitting directly underneath the lawnmower. So in case the chain snaps or something, God forbid, happens, it's not gonna fall on top of you. So you always wanna stay on the side on it, but get your arm in there. Lube it up with a little super duper. Put that little plate back on there after you cleaned everything out from it. Now go ahead and put on your blades. You're gonna see there's gonna be a little arrow in the direction of where it spins, of the blade spins. Pop that sucker on there, get that washer, and give it a couple ugga-duggas and you're set. I'll do the ugga-duggas at the end. This one's kind of keyed. These are one of those fancy electric lawnmowers provided by Yard Force. I love this thing. Couple of gaduggas. We're good to go. While you're down here, go ahead and inspect anything, see if there's anything broken. I mean, there's these things that kind of pop off a little bit. Good as new. So I had this electric lawnmower for about over a year now, and I've probably put about 60 hours on it total. And let's see what kind of wear and tear there is on it. And that's everyday cut and use. I have a really big yard, about 3 acres of what that uses to cut, and I cut a rental property with it. I mean, I cut a lot of big brush too. check it out. Let's see what kind of damage there is to it. Everything's in good shape. I mean, no real major rust. It stays outside underneath my barn. I mean, surprisingly, it looks really decent. I mean, nothing's broken on it. Haven't had any problems. The motors look fine on it. I don't have to worry about oil. I don't have to worry about grease spots, grease fittings, which is crazy to me, being on a farm. I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't clean it as much as I want to, but I'm really trying to put some wear on it to see what kind of damage I can cause to it. But I'm trying to beat the thing up, and it's definitely taking a licking. So that's the undercarriage of this thing. Now, I did remove a bar that went from here to here because I found that the blades itself would get caught right here. Not the blades, but the grass would get caught in this area right here and cause it to shut off on me. So as soon as I cut that, it probably increased the cutting capacity to about 15%. So I had about 15% more power in cutting. Then there was a skid plate. All right, there was a skid plate I took off too. That's for a bunch of babies, so I took that off. You know, I got to cut my farm with it, so there it is. Once you're done, let's go ahead and set her back down and give her a test run. Now let's drop her down. There you have it, maintenance on your zero turn. Let's go ahead and check it out, see how she cuts. I ain't gonna lie, this electric lawnmower has been a game changer for my yard. I mean, in 60 hours, the only maintenance I had to do was just change out some blades. It's crazy. Really happy with it. It's been cutting awesome. It does has a lithium iron phosphate battery in it that's guaranteed to work up to like 10 years. The warranty on the electric lawnmowers are also really good too as well. So you can't beat it. You know, I mean, this is becoming my go-to cutter. I do have Kubota diesels that I cut with too as well. This is a smaller cut. This is a 42-inch cut. It's a Z42. But my other cuts are like 60-inch Kubotas. I have 2 of them. They're great, you know what I mean? But like I said, this is becoming my go-to because I can just hop on it and just go. Now, a couple things about it I don't leave it out in the rain because it doesn't work so well because the electronics on the side becomes a little bit of a problem. But other than that, you know, it has charger for your phone, USB capabilities. It's completely awesome, man. So check it out. I have it in the link description below. Check out my other videos if this helped you out. Talk to you soon.